American Risk and Insurance Association's Commission on Insurance Terminology define insurance as the pooling of unexpected losses by transferring such risk to insurer who agree to reimburse insured for such losses or offer other financial advantages on their occurrence. While retirement planning involves learning about selecting and implementing financial solutions for a comfortable and secure retirement. Retirement means leaving a career permanently. Malaysian labour law sets a retirement age at 60. Lack of funds is causing retirees to struggle to cover their own.
There are considerable and convincing reasons for us to purchase life insurance. In the occurrence of unfavorable incidents, insurance may act as a source of income replacement. The ability to remain employed for the ensuing 30 years is an important asset of an individual. It is absolutely horrible if people do not have disability insurance, even though they have coverage for their home and their car. They should perhaps cover their greatest source of income, which is themselves. Such insurance is necessary if our loved ones rely solely on us financially, as it will replace our income in the event of our demise. Additionally, uncertainties in life have added one point on why insurance planning are very essential to every family. There is no doubt that realizing your family and you are economically secure from a wide range of unexpected circumstances will grant you have more peace of mind and less stress. There is no one in this hectic world that will ever know what the future lies ahead of their lives and what incidents will occur in the future. Such incidents could lead everyone to have very bad mental states and half as all they could think of it on how to cover the losses. However, with insurance, our family's financial hardship will be light. Furthermore, insurance planning requires us to be determined to continue. Insurance does not simply protect against dangers, it also offers an investment network such like life insurance. The insurance provider establishes a routine of conserving money by charging the premium, which is the sum of policy paid by the insured to the policyholder. If used wisely, it can serve not only as a safeguarding tool but also as a treasure for the investor while offering protection to the insured. After the policy's maturity date, the insured will obtain a lump sum payment. Insurance can actually lower the spread of risk. Many people gain insurance and pay the insurer or insurance company. When a loss occurs, it is compensated out from insurance company's money. As an outcome, the insurer will circulate among policyholders. Loss of individual and their family member is covered by their insurance. Insurance somehow does not completely prevent loss, but by securing recompense from the insurance company, it can minimize the risk that the individual faces.
Moving on to the next part, which is current issues on insurance planning. The first issue is some societies, especially among low-income households, are unconcerned with the issue related to the insurance. The key reason for the low penetration rate lies in the B40 group, as many of them do not have life insurance because their income is only enough to pay the daily expenses. In 2021, since COVID-19 has put the entire planet in danger, the feeling of fear and worry about the impact of MCO for B40 groups has made them less likely to invest in insurance. Meanwhile, for young people, they assume and think what is the relevance of having takaful and health insurance coverage when they are still in good shape. In the past few years, a report stated that there was low awareness of the importance of insurance in Malaysia, as it was proven that around 85% of the population still do not have adequate insurance coverage in the event of an emergency. One of the other factors contributing to low insurance penetration rates is consumer lack of trust in the insurance industry. According to WEN, 2014, Malaysians believe that insurance is an intangible product and a piece of paper with a promise. Therefore, it is not vital for them to invest.
The bar chart above provides an illustration of the various aspects that play a role in determining whether or not to purchase life insurance. The elderly people are more likely to be sensitive to the advice of insurance agents and planners, while younger people are more likely to be swayed by the suggestion of their peers. The younger cohort also reported being more impacted by the advertisement they saw on the internet. The chart shows how the spread of COVID-19 has affected insurance premium purchase in Malaysia as a measure of household income. People with lower income, which is RM0 to RM2,500, were more likely to indicate that they had to reduce or surrender their insurance policy as a result of COVID-19, while those with income above RM2,500 were more likely to report buying insurance or increasing their existing coverage due to the influence of COVID-19. The differences in insurance decision between those with lower and higher income imply that one's financial situation may play a role in whether or not COVID-19 causes a person to opt for more or less insurance.
According to an article I found online, retirement planning is very crucial because it enables you to set aside the finances that will meet your needs after retirement. The necessity to plan for retirement, which entails creating alternate income sources that can sustain you for however long you need, has grown even more important. Creating a retirement plan also aids in risk management. For instance, it might assist you in defending your earned savings from the consequences of hyperinflation and market instability. Additionally, it might assist you in reducing the tax liability on your retirement fund. Besides that, helping people maintain a comfortable level of life in retirement is one of the importance of retirement planning. The strategy can assist you in determining the rate of return you require on your assets, the appropriate level of risk, and the maximum amount of income you can safely take from your account. Your assets will be handled in a method that safeguards you against the unforeseen, so you never caught by surprise in a downturn. As a result, you no longer have to worry about being short of money, which indirectly enables you to live comfortably without concern for your financial situation. In addition, retirement planning is important for everyone, especially if they are forced to retire early. Almost half of all pensioners in the current population did not choose to retire early. A smaller number of people had to leave work earlier to take care for a parent or spouse who was ill or elderly, whereas the majority were fired or ordered to quit their jobs. If you have a retirement plan in place, you will be in a much good position if you have to quit your job before you should. Having a savings set aside for retirement gives you extra options and chance to readjust your plans if you decide to retire earlier, even if your nest egg isn't fully built up.
After that, we move to the current issue on retirement planning. The first current issue on retirement planning is challenge during COVID-19. Many people are in the financial problem, so they will use saving and emergency fund accumulated over the year. Besides that, unprepared and cannot provide a strong financial is also one of the current issue on retirement planning. This is because they are relied on their EPF for their life. Next is running out of resources. This is why retirement important because can help to avoid spending on retirement money. Moreover, the other current issue is Malaysia population at unprecedented rate. This can explain by longer life expectancy and lower fertility rate. Declining fertility rate are the main demographic cause of premature aging of the population. The last current issue of retirement planning is low wages for EPF member lead to reduced saving and affecting future retirement. Most of them will invest a portion of their income to secure in their retirement. Other than that, the government also have increased the minimum salary to 1,200.
Data from September 2020 shows that little over 50% of all registered members are active Employee Provident Fund (EPF) contributors. Out of the 14.8 million members overall, this amounts to 7.54 million. Of them, up to 54% of participants who are 54 years old had less than RM50,000 saved for retirement. Hawati Abdul Hamid, Senior Research Associate at KRI, brought up some concerning findings in a May talk with The Age. More than 80% of EPF members fall short of the required amount of savings by the time they reach retirement age, while the bottom 20% of members average less than that amount. In addition to surveying its members, the EPF also polled small and medium-sized businesses (SMEs) to learn more about their experiences with the MCO. The Employer Advisory Services (EAS) COVID-19 survey, which surveyed 14,000 active employers who were EPF members, was carried out in June. 62% of those surveyed claimed that the MCO had an impact on business activity within the first month, which is March. April saw a significant drop in the number, 22%, which happened twice in May and June. Despite this, many SMEs continue to struggle with increasing their revenue, with 74% of respondents reporting a fall in sales following the MCO. Employers were found to be concerned about long-term company continuity, with 57% of them stating that they plan to continue their operations at a reduced capacity. Another 5% said they had to completely shut down their operations. Only its remaining 38% claimed to be able to carry on business as usual. Another concerning statistic is that nearly 20% of enterprises believe they could only survive for 1 to 3 months if the MCO-induced economic crisis persisted. 30% more companies believe they could survive for 4 to 6 months.
Insurance and retirement planning are the essential parts of financial planning that should be taken into consideration by every human being. This is due to how crucial insurance is for protecting people's life in dire situations involving accidents, hospitalizations, fires, and other emergency situations. In contrast, insurance planning provides a number of policies that provide protection to individuals, which would include health, life, and property insurance. Following that, retirement planning is the ideal strategy for everyone to accumulate money needed to secure a comfortable future after retirement. In the aspect of retirement planning, individuals have two options, EPF or PRS. In order to create the best financial strategy for themselves, people need to have a working knowledge of retirement planning and insurance planning. Therefore, understanding the types of insurance and retirement plans that should select is important to avoid creating their decision in the future. Everyone should also consider the current issues that take place around them, as it has big impacts toward insurance and retirement planning. It is important for people to be informed about recent issues, including official government declarations, since it will allow them to make accurate selections. All in all, it is very important to have proper financial plans while focusing on the insurance and retirement planning.
Lastly, our recommendations regarding insurance planning, we suggest that Liam needs to identify the main drivers and take some action to address the issue of Malaysians who are not fully taking any personal insurance protection. Furthermore, life insurance products may also need to be distributed to B40 Group in a different way than through the usual agency channel. On the other hand, for retirement planning, we suggest that Malaysians, especially youth itself, must increase their understanding in retirement planning by putting some efforts and interest to make research about retirement scheme and start to plan for retirement at an early age. Organizations also need to play their role in encouraging the employees to plan for their retirement. For example, the organizations may create programs to educate and empower employees about retirement planning.